All right, so let's go take a look at Elastic Block Store, which is virtual hard drives for EC2. So what I'm going to do is make my way over to the EC2 console because that is where it's at. And on the left-hand side, if we scroll on down, you'll see Elastic Block Volumes or Elastic Block Store Volumes. And so we can go here, and the idea is we can go ahead and create ourselves a volume. And what you'll notice is that we have a few different options here. We have general purpose, provisioned IOPS, cold HDD, throughput optimized, magnetic being basically like physical tape that you can use to back up, like the old school stuff. And so you have all these options here, and you can choose the size. So when you change these options, you're going to notice that some things are going to change, like the throughput or IOPS. So notice that general purpose is fixed at between 300 to 3000, and notice that it goes from 1 gigabyte to how many ever that is. That's a lot there. And so it's not too complicated, but in practicality, I don't really create volumes this way. What I do is I'll just go launch an EC2 instance. So I'll say launch EC2 instance, and we'll choose Amazon Linux 2. And again, you know, if we haven't done the EC2 follow along, we'll cover all this stuff in more detail. Don't worry about it. We go to configure instance, then we go to add storage. And this is what you're going to be doing when adding EBS volumes to your EC2 instances. And you'll notice we always have a root volume that's attached to the EC2 instance that we cannot remove. We can change the size up here. I believe it shows us right here that we have up to 30 gigabytes. So sometimes you might want to max that out to take advantage of the free tier. You notice we can also change this. There might be some limitations in terms of the root volume. So notice that we have a few more options here. We can't have a cold HDD or HDD as our root volume. Notice we have a delete on termination. So EBS volume persists independently from the running life. So you can choose to automatically delete EBS volume when the associated instance is terminated. So if you take this off, if the EC2 instance is deleted, the volume will still remain, which could be something that's important to you. For encryption here, you might want to turn it on. And so generally AWS always has a KMS managed key, which is free. So you checkbox that on, it will be encrypted. You can turn it on later, but you can never turn encryption off, but you should always turn encryption on. And so just be aware to turn that on. You can also add file systems down below here, but maybe we'll talk about that later because I think that gets into EFS, okay? So that is a different type of file storage there, but that's pretty much all there is to it. You just go ahead and create your volume there, and then it would show up under EBS. We could take snapshots of them to back them up. That goes to S3, but that's all we really need to know here, okay?